Guy? Yeah. Yeah.
Doing what?
It was my bicycle, my bubble blower.
Your bubble blower.
Yeah, my bicycle too.
Are you a jumping bean?
Nah. What do you like doing there? I like playing with my tricycle too, outside.
Well, if ever get back over and not find out this very well. Where's everybody?
Isn't that something? That's, whoops.
Huh? Over here, Matthew. Sit on my lap.
Right. Dirty face. Oh, I have a towel there that he can wash his face. Huh?
It's all right. His face is all right.
His face is the face of a little boy.
Nice big towel.
Oh, sure you will.
If I take a long shot, then it takes it inside.
Get up.
We're watching the movie.
It's not on.
Now you can be a Ghostbuster. Oh.
It fell off.
Yeah, this too.
Your grandma, the color medicine in her shirt. See with that fan there?
All right, good.
Maybe I should wear it.
Yeah, you need to have the fan on it. That's good. It's a recorder.
Where do you put it?
Look at this man.
I know, I just wanted to see it.
Come on, faster.
If it's not connected, how do you get the ghost?
Then we know the camera's on if we see
Jenny?
someone's hair
The
blow.
bomb comes for the bite.
Yeah, but if it's not connected, then it won't come through.
Hello, everybody. This is our Father's Day celebration.
But this is just a toy anyway.
Yeah? You're going to put it on? And show everybody that you're a Ghostbuster? Yeah.
Sit down. There's the chair there.
Here, Tony, come and sit by me.
Chocolate cake.
We got chocolate cake, right? Yeah.
We got chocolate cake? Just a good guess.
Can I have some cake?
No, you didn't eat your dinner.
You didn't eat your dinner.
Your dinner's over there. You want it?
You want to sit here and I'll bring it
Don't
to
you
you?
want to have something to eat? Cake?
Where's the movie?
Did you have
You're in it. You're in it.
Yeah, you're going to be in it.
what?
But not over.
Hey, Ross, put your hat back and say hi. Hi. Hi.
When the lights are blinking like that, it's going. So put your head down.
Yep. Michelle, say hi.
Hi.
Who's that behind you?
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Connie.
Just raise your
Say hi.
Say hi, Connie.
What's your name?
Tony.
I'm a Glen person. Oh, that's Glen person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Say hi,
What's a Glen
Connie.
person?
I'm just a resident.
Here's Kathy, an actual shot of Kathy.
Yeah.
She's not hiding.
Kathy's not hiding.
We forced her
She's
out
not
here.
talking either.
We succeeded her to her chair.
She's got rosy cheeks today.
Kathy's been out golfing.
A lot of
Yeah,
makeup.
son, there
A
must
lot
have
of
been
makeup.
more.
And that's our neighbor.
Hey, Kathy ought to show her tan line.
Yeah, show your tan line there.
That's our neighbor Ted.
Hey, look at that,
Oh,
look
wow.
And say hi, Connie.
Or is Mom been kissing you?
Say hi, Mush.
Happy today.
Connie, say
Don't you want to say hi?
Maybe it's in the fruit salad or something.
Wow.
Tony, say
Yeah,
hi.
say
hi. Hi, Connie.
Sunburn.
No, it looks like Grandma's lipstick.
Hi, everybody. We all miss you.
Oh, look at that. That's like rice.
Say hi,
Say
Matt.
hi, man.
Hi.
What are you,
Say who are you?
Who are you gonna call? Say it loud enough
Say-
so they can hear.
Tell everybody what you are.
Ghostbuster.
A Ghostbuster. Why don't you show everybody your pack?
And then it'll be taped, and then so I'll remember.
Yeah, like,
I'm fixing the furnace or something. What are you doing, Matthew? You're shooting the screen. Fixing the garage.
Much is cold.
Hi. Sorry I couldn't get to the meeting, Seattle. I missed the last one at the Florida too. Yeah, at least I saw some of you during these past years. Yeah, I hope I can make the next one. Okay, see you later.
Your turn, Auntie.
Oh, let's see. Hi, greetings from Chicago from us to all of you. We're sorry we couldn't make it this year. Hopefully we can make it to our next one. And we send our love and best wishes to everyone. I'll have some. Let's see. I think we'll get rid of these. Oh my
You're right
God,
on the
they're
pole.
right
You're right on the floor.
You're on, Jane.
Alrighty. Aren't you like on the pole?
And action. I would never Yeah, Ma, you can get even with him. Okay.
Let me do one.
Okay. When you're a baby.
Other hand, yeah, like that, like that, like that. Okay, go.
Give me one.
Okay, you gonna catch? Okay.
You missed your
Good.
Give
Okay.
me one, please.
Here, Ma. Throw.
Let's see.
Here, Ross is a guinea pig. Let him finish first, and then you can play with Grandpa. Aim for her head. Go ahead, aim for her head.
The highway ball.
This is solid. She's out of control.
That is solid. Whoa.
Okay, guys. Here, come on, Glad.
Oh, you'd love to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just stand there.
That is really solid.
On the road again. This is typical traffic through Iowa.
That's where they're from.
We are now in North Platte at the, I think it's called the Frontier Day Parade. There's a shot of Mom and Ellen and Maria coming up.
Thank you. How are you?
Doing a good job so far.
Thank you, Merle.
Not yet. Start up motorway.
One of my friends has the older gold wing, pulling a trailer with it, goes across country with it all the time.
Take this to your little brother. Okay.
Of Chimney Rock, Captain Benjamin Bonneville in 1832 said, "The height of the hole is 175 yards and may be seen at a distance of upwards of 30 miles. Today the column stands 500 feet above the nearby North Platte River. Immigrants refer to it as the earthly sandstone." This now is Dave and Alan and Maria talking to a curator at a chuck wagon and looking over some artifacts. Next to it is a Conestoga wagon. The Conestoga is the one with the suede bottom to hold material from falling out. This, of course, are the Scotts Bluffs, which are located near Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, not too far away from Chimney Rock. We did not get around, however, to look at the Signature Bluffs, which is much graffiti from the early settlers.
The opposite direction of the bluff.
These are signs of wagon wheel ruts. You could tell they are not part of the normal. They don't fit in with the normal geology.
There's a little red light on the bottom.
Oh, there's a green light on the bottom.
Is it on?
Yeah. I think I'm moving it when I try to look through here though.
That little green light says it's running.
Okay.
Okay.
Passed out.
Watch for That's a hiking trail where you go up and look at the corkscrews.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
About a 45-minute hike, they said.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's real close by. It's too way off there. See the trail weaving away.
The agate fossil beds, where the narrow Niobrara River winds through the valley near the Carnegie Hill, where many of the fossil bones have been found. The Cooks became involved in the great scientific enterprise quite accidentally in 1885, the year before their marriage. On the ride up the conical buttes, not far from the ranch house, a glitter under a rock shelf caught Cook's eye. They found fragments of bones scattered on the ground. At first they assumed the bones were those of Indian, but Cook found instead a beautiful petrified piece of shaft of some creature's leg bone. They carried it back to the house, but didn't report the find until after they bought the ranch. Edwin Barbauer of University of Nebraska was the first to respond to their reports, and in 1891 became the first professional geologist to examine the agate fossil beds. The white spot on the left-hand side is a trail leading to the beds.
The rabbit. The other side. Is he still hanging on? Yes, he's right there. I don't know what he is. Right here. Get away!
Oh, big honking horsefly. Trying to penetrate my jeans.
You know, he probably could do it with mine. Probably what got me on the leg. Mine are so thin. Mine are so big that they don't really touch my legs.
You want a fan?
Yes, at least he's smiling.
Now come on.
It's a rock. We found a rock. You're not supposed to take any rocks in here. There's one. There's two.
They multiplied while we were driving down here.
That'll happen, you know.
This little waterfall is in the city of Hot Springs, South Dakota.
What did the developer do? Did he donate the land? His hands on it after he sold it.
The money to build the building was raised through donations. The building right now costs about $1.2 million.
That's it.
This is one of the mammoths from the Columbian era.
Take that dirt down to the stand you may have noticed with the blue tarp, and they screen wash it. They simply put the dirt over different grades of screens, and with a hose, water is washed over it. On your way back down to your cars, you might want to stop in and talk to Kathy and watch her washing the dirt. She could use some company down there by herself.
The bits of the elephant are, and what your his nephew's fingers look like.
Here we have an opportunity to show you the relative size of the mammoth and the other animals of the time found in this whole sinkhole.
I don't see how they could work in there. That dust gets to me, and they're just working right in it.
Well, that's why they have the masks.
They don't have any masks. They thrash around so much they just die. That's enough. That's all right, come on. To get the top of your head, you'll be in this picture. That's all right.
Don't need it.
Probably about 45 pounds. Yeah, also my husband and I built a comparative collection I think that takes me around.
These are some prairie dogs we found along the way. I'm having a hard time holding the camera still because it is very, very windy. This is a map of the Wind Cave. We explored only the portion on the very far right. This is the only exterior opening of the original Wind Cave. And a look at some of the rock formation limestone that is on the outside of the Wind Cave.
Yeah, faster, I hope. This is taken up.
It is beautiful.
This is actually about 10 feet tall.
The unique formation that you're seeing here is called boxwork. It's unique to Wind Cave. You don't find it in very many other caves, and it's most abundant in Wind Cave than in any other cave in the world. The reason it got its name was because it reminded the early explorers of post office boxes. And its form comes from the limestone, which is the bedrock that we're in. And it deposited in these little cracks, and then this rock recrystallized, forming calcite. And calcite's a harder rock. It's the same as limestone, but it's harder. And then when the rain kept coming down and percolating out, the limestone came out, leaving this calcite fin-shaped figure up there. And they call this room the post office box room. The first attitude that the early explorers had of the cave was, I term it exploitation. And they used the cave as a source of tourism. They brought tours down here with candlelight, and they showed people the cave. They also took pieces of formation. The problem that we have with this, because we're in Wind Cave, and some of the passageways that we go by are very windy or breezy, what would happen to the candle? It would blow out. Yeah. So a few years...
It looks so fake. It looks so silly. The pictures never look like anything impressive.
Well, if
It would probably be better with the movie camera.
This is cool.
Ceiling's that low.
A spelunker you would not be then,
No,
because
it
you
wouldn't.
crawl through these little fissures. And,
Wow, looks like
Never make it.
looks like a
Never
an
even realized
octopus
that
right
headphones
there.
probably
Rock.
low.
I dropped in to wet the whistle, play a game of cards. Well, maybe 2 or 3. You know, through the years, I've talked to millions of nice folks just like you. Say you youngsters, when you get home, how about dropping me a card about your trip? I'd sure write back if you do. You know, these winters are hard on me if I don't have something to do. Be sure to check in and see if Charlie Schaefer's in his studio carving. Sign the guest book for me. Well, bye for now.
This is the National Museum of Wood Carving. The very major portion of the work was done by Dr. Harley Niblick, who lived from 1894 through 1966. He was a practicing Denver chiropractor who became financially independent by inventing diathermy and weight-reducing machines. He retired to his real love of wood carving and animation at the age of 42. Over 70,000 hours of his life were spent carving miniature life-size figures and miniature steam engines. This museum is located in the Black Hills.
I don't know if the poison's making John more than a cigar. Dr. Niblick was not only a master wood carver, but a true genius of engineering. That makes me
This is Crazy Horse. Of course, the outline of the horse and the tunnel has been carved since the last time I was here.
Does it say the same thing on both sides?
I think this mock-up or statuette and the drawing on the mountain will give you an idea of what it is to look like when it's completed.
Back here? Oh, we will go when she gets back here. Okay. I imagine without pants, she didn't get the straight.
No, she didn't. It don't look like it broke the skin. It just looked like
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If those of you in the sculptor's home, studio, and
No, I'm serious. You guys are
Stop this thing, Ron.
It's right over there.
See where that little village is at?
Oh. That mountain right behind it where all the rubble is.
Well, I can see the Washington part of.
Can you see it? Part of Lincoln. Is that like another on the right? Can you see him at all? Can you see that white face on the mountain over there? You see it carved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I look long enough.
Yeah, you have to kind of look for it.
Yeah, it took me a while to kind of key into it too.
Boy, it's so green through here. Good lord. There's a few rocks sticking out. That's neat. Let me take a picture of that.
Way over my head. I can't hardly reach that high, let alone see that high.
Look at him, he's just kind of flying backwards.
Oh, the thing is.
Yes.
Hey, George. See Teddy?
I see the whole gang. Once more. Ooh, it worked.
Now he knows why to sound his horn all the way through the tunnel.
Really.
The memorial to America's first century and a quarter as a nation. The memorial serves to remind all Americans of this country's noble achievements of the past and the hope a democratic society offers for the future. The original concept of the memorial was that of Joan Robinson, the state historian of South Dakota. He proposed the carving of several romantic Western figures of American history. Judson Borglum, the American-born artist and sculptor commissioned to execute the project, felt the memorial should be of national significance instead of regional interest, and suggested President as appropriate subject. The selection of Mount Rushmore as a location for the memorial was a logical choice, since it offered several advantages over the other sites under consideration. The massive granite cap of this mountain was of the desired texture, large enough to permit a sculpture of a scale consistent with the purpose of the memorial. Mount Rushmore's southern exposure also influenced Borglum's selection, since proper lighting was desired to enhance the aesthetic appeal of the memorial. Construction began August 10, 1927, following the formal program which President Calvin Coolidge officially dedicated the National Memorial. Because of inclement weather and lack of funds, 14 years were required to reveal the sculpture as we now see it. The actual time spent in construction of the memorial was 6½ years. In the early construction years, private donations supported the work. Later, however, as more funds were required,
the federal government assumed the financial responsibility for the memorial. When completed, federal appropriations accounted for over 80% of the approximately $1 million spent on the sculpture. Death stayed the hand of Gutzon Borglum in March of 1941. All work on Mount Rushmore ceased later the same year. No additional carving has been done on the mountain since. There are no plans to add other presidents to the group. The forming of the faces is accomplished by skilled drillers, powdermen, hoist operators, and blacksmiths, working under the supervision of sculptor Gutzon Borglum. A sizable crew, sometimes numbering more than 35 men, engaged during full-scale operations.
You'll find their main interest is your financial sincere interest in you. Set them apart from the rest. Norwest Banks of Lead and Deadwood.
Make life divine. Say you'll be mine. And
Devil's Tower rises steeply for about 600 feet from a broad talus slope at its base. The top of the tower, at an altitude of 5,117 feet, is about 1,270 feet above the Belforce River. The tower is about 800 feet in diameter at the base. One of the most striking features of the tower is its polygonal columns. Most of the columns are 5 sides, but some are 4 and 6 sides. The larger columns measure 6 to 8 feet in diameter at their base and taper gradually towards about 4 feet at the top. Now we'll widen up here a little bit, pan around and see what the rest of the country looks like. And we'll pan a little. That color shows up. It's a pretty red, that stone.
Just like the Rockies are formed. It's from volcanic activity underground, pushing rocks up, shoving rocks from down there. That'd be cool.
All who have seen the gigantic stump-like formation known as Devil's Tower will understand why it has inspired the imagination of the Indians. They called it Mateo Teepee, meaning Grizzly Bear Lodge, and has several legends regarding its origin. According to the Kiowa, who at one time were reputed to have lived in the region, their tribe once camped in a stream where there were many bears. One day, 7 little girls were playing at the distance from the village and were chased by some bears. The girls ran toward the village, and when the bears were about to catch them, they jumped to a low rock about 3 feet in height. One of them prayed to the rock, "Rock, take pity on us. Rock, save us." The rock heard them and began to elongate itself upwards, pushing the children higher and higher out of the reach of the bear. When the bears jumped at them, they scratched the rock, broke their claws, and fell back to the ground. The rock continued to raise the children upward in the sky while the bears jumped at them. The children are still in the sky, 7 stars in a group, the Pleiades. According to the legend, the marks of the bear claws may be seen at the side of the rock.
We have him before he plunges to his death among the boulders.
Rock formation looks pretty interesting at this point where it converges right here.
That's really cool.
And it progresses on up. And if you look real close by the tree, you can see some climbers. Maybe I'll zoom in on them. See if we can see them here. Oh, where did they go? There they are. Looks like they're resting for the moment. All right.
Yeah, just no kids.
See? 40 million years ago, it was just a little shark tower. And then the plains started receding. The sedimentary rock started receding, and then this was left. So this didn't shoot up all that much. Maybe it only dried up so much.
Slowly.
Wonder if there's still a central shaft at all. Wonder if they know that.
Maybe this is the central shaft.
No, I mean, no, this isn't. This is all the lava that came down the sides. This is what that is.
Sure? It would have cooled really quickly.
There's
if it
always a
would've come down
central.
the sides.
There's always a central one. That whole thing wouldn't be for gold. Chipmunks.
Oh.
Not vertical chipmunks, but vertical
okay.
chipmunks.
Snakes.
Thanks.
What kind of food would snakes find up there?
Pack rats?
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
Here we have another prairie dog town.
Well, he went somewhere. Where'd he go? I saw him. Don't see him now. Yeah, that one's still there. There goes somebody.
That's a heck of a picture. And again, the clouds are adding a nice touch.
Well, let's see if we can brighten it up just a little bit here.
You taking? sign mostly. Come on, come here so Marie can take a picture of those with the sign.
Oh, we're gonna do that picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
Picture of them. You guys gotta get really close up to it. Oh, it echoes, doesn't it? There you go, and I'll back up maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Look at the camera.
Get my neck
You
turned
can
around.
see your face.
I don't need to see my face. I'm reading this.
Sure we do.
Stay there.
Oh, we're staying.
That's the last of this roll then.
Yeah, I better read it. I don't know what it says.
Wyoming, not Kearney, Nebraska. This is another vicinity map. This one is Wagon Box. This was near Fort Kearney, South. Drawing is trying to depict this area here, denoting the Bozeman Trail, also known as Powder River Trail.
This is very, very well marked.
This is pointing in the direction of the sawmill. Apparently nothing is left.
That's the road we came up on. If you look real hard, you might be able to see a car.
Turn radio off.
Beside us.
Can I get a good picture of them?
Come on, guys.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, look at the babies.
Yeah, you could just, I don't know. Let them get by.
The Buffalo Bill Museum in Cody, Wyoming. It has a Whitney Gallery of Western Art, Plains Indian Museum, the Winchester Arms Museum, along with the Buffalo Bill Museum.
This is a view of the Rockies from behind the Buffalo Bill Museum in Cody, Wyoming. Taking the back side of the statue at Cody.
Oh, we could just.
Pick up in your hands.
Hat on, you're gonna have to wear it all day. Especially since you got that little bump of hair sticking out. Oh, here comes the cloud.
Quick.
Should do it. You want to give us a picture?
Wow, there's a little spring emanating from here.
Don't you like that? Boom.
So this is why this distance is
74, 75.
Here we are entering Yellowstone Park from the east entrance.
Season left, that's for
Right.
sure.
Well, after so long, you can't, because it's impregnated into the metal to the point, but you don't stick in a dishwasher.
Yeah. Well, you really don't want to put soap in it either.
This is Yellowstone Lake.
You got cameras.
Oh man, look at that parade.
There's Trump over there. Major lover.
And here is Alan trying to pick a rock, trying to make like a great rock skipper. Oh well, try again.
other advantage to this?
That was rotten.
A couple of American bison, better known as buffalo.
That steam must be from, what, a hot sulfur spring? Because
Yeah.
it smells sulfuric.
And that's what was down there on the road that she said was diesel?
Yeah, it smelled more like diesel than sulfur.
Yeah.
These are good and charred.
Looked like the fire burned pretty good in this area.
To get along in the places where there've been fire. They suggested putting your camera into a plastic bag and only taking it out to take pictures so you wouldn't get mashed. The lens work and such.
It's all black.
Well, I could see the bugs on the windscreen pretty good.
That's great.
It's kind of snaked its way up that way.
Periodic traffic jam, waiting for the moose.
Yeah, you're not going to get a good side view.
Here's a common shot of a bull moose.
Oh, we got protection behind our buffalo.
These purplish flowers are lupine.
You're by the roadside looking at whatever flowers these are. And some of the wood is burned up. Let's stand back here and see some of this. I'm gonna bounce around from walking around a little bit here. Take a look at some of this. I'll walk. reason there's not a whole lot of contrast in this is I'm standing in the rain.
Another look at some silvery lupine. The white flowers might be birchleaf spirea.
Brown squirrels are wild and
It was.
Redwood. 50 billion years old. It's a redwood like out in California.
Did you say this is the only tree that didn't burn?
That's right. I forgot that.
One of the trees that appears to have been burned, but somehow was able to recover. Now, if I can only hold still, maybe you can see it. That jiggling ain't me, folks. Try to get a little closer on this burnout area here. See what it looks like. Marveling at this tree that appears to be burned out, but yet has cones on it. Another example of 5-6. Looks pretty good. Tree with the cones, but the tree is burned.
That's Alan and Maria coming back from the horseback ride.
This is Tyler Fall to Yellowstone. The trees are not laying down.
like moss growing.
Over where?
She's a winter kill, meaning either the weather or just
Lack of feed.
Yeah, she says because
This is a view of the Grand Tetons across Jackson Lake.
looks like the Holy Grail's over there someplace.
Here they come.
Come on low, Uncle Bud.
There's a couple. Oh, those are.
It's a happy family. Kind of like a western flying off in the sunset like that.
Yeah, really. Look at these.
Twice that size.
It's a good shot of a mule deer. See some mountains called the Grand Tetons. Again, I think. This is a moose at dusk grazing.
That's the one that they're looking at.
Boy. Bullwinkle's a cutie, isn't he? These
See,
guys
there's
are,
a cow laying down in the...
these guys aren't too well filled out.
What?
They aren't too well filled out, huh?
Yeah, he's got a pretty good rack on him. See that?
Just laying down, munching away.
We aren't talking about a goose, we're talking about
Yeah, everybody's.
You get all these tourists stopping to watch a moose?
Another look at the Tetons, this time in the morning light. This is called balsam root.
There's the bird so clearly out there.
Hello, moose.
I knew if I waited long enough, it'd raise there. Yeah, that's a cow. Now. Yeah, moose has got a more grayish color to it.
One of many Yellowstone's beautiful waterfalls. Hi, Dave. Here we are waiting on Old Faithful. algae display on a runoff canal along the Firehole River in the Upper Geyser Basin.
Oh, you mean Old Faithful?
Some algae and such from the runoff or from Pump Geyser.
Oh, did? You see it? Yeah.
No, okay, interesting.
Funny, huh?
This is Old Faithful from a different angle.
like spring.
Yeah. It does look supernatural, doesn't it?
These are the mud pots.
That's not a jet airplane, that's the boomerang they call it.
Pretty hyperactive geyser over here.
Close up.
Step in front of this video.
That's on video. Going.
Looks like the model they took from Mothra.
Sometimes that sugar.
See it from there, Ron?
Highest geyser
What is?
when it does blow. You can see what these pots are doing. Too bad you can't smell them. Maybe I should say you're lucky you can't smell them, because it smells like rotten eggs.
Oh, maybe not. Might get wet.
Sitting here might get wet.
Maybe no pre-play. We'll see. Whoa, we got an eruption.
This is Etchinus Geyser.
cover up.
Well, folks, I'm going to have to move. This guy is so big and I can't get any farther away. So now I'm up top of the hill looking down. See if we can get any more.
This is Echinus in the Norris Geyser Basin. This is Montana, where Marion and John Brandvold, along with the help of John Horner, made the discovery of dinosaur eggs. This is the museum where the Brandvolds show their work.
This is a view from between East Glacier, heading east from Glacier National Park. On the same road, I don't know what river that is, but we're looking west now. Now we're panning north. Whoops, I'm losing my footing. I'll try to come back a little on that. Now we're looking east again.
for you.
Oh, I bet you I got some fun pictures on here. This is Lake St. Mary's at the eastern edge of Glacier National Park. This is Upper St. Mary Lake. Well, let's open up on this.
Well, there's a big old boat.
Beverages, of course, and a new barbecue. How about that from the Ranchland Mall? Holding back just a little with the windy weather that we have, but a number of activities are
Well,
already
supply them
underway.
with blankets on that trip.
Activities are happening right now. They start this time.
As you hear the wind roar, this is Goat Peak. Elevation 8,816 feet. And over now to Montini Peak, elevation 9,100 feet. This is going to the Sun Mountain, elevation 9594. Mountain, elevation 8757. You can read that on the mark here, we're doing pretty good. And Cathedral Mountain, 9,034. Railroad Chief Mountain, elevation 9542. Mount Fly, 8730. Wind speed, 45 knots. Wind speed, I'm about to blow up another shot of the same waterfall.
Get a look at some ways some of the ecology is here. Some plants in there. This is Fly Falls.
That's a golden mushroom.
This is
This is called bear grass with the white flower. This one I haven't figured out what it is yet.
I think it's called wood nymph. I think these little blue guys might be called explorers gentian.
This is St. Mary Fall. It's down there somewhere. Bobbing around because I'm trying to stand up against the wind here. Let's try this angle of St. Mary Fall. Whoa, wind. I was noticing the way it appears that the cloud is forming off the peak of the mountain. Except when I took the picture of Gail, she was laying on the ground. This is right next to Jackson Fall. I could have panned over to see this. There, doesn't it? marveling at is all the snow that's still up there. Trying to give you an idea of the steepness. My vantage point appears to be ice until about there on the surface. Let's see if we can pick it up again. About here.
This, I think, is the stair-step Cascades. This is Dave near the visitor center at Logan Pass. That's Mount Clemens at Logan Pass.
Same picture, vantage point change, that's all. Here's a little better shot. Remember these guys? Yeah, I got the wind baffle on. I'm sure you still can hear the wind. About blowing me over.
Is he still talking to those little guys?
This would come right up to him.
Hey, move a little bit, squirrel. Let us know you're live. Hello, boy.
They opened about 4 months out of the year. Talking about a pretty shot.
What are you going to do if you get sick? And he says, well, you could bury me out in a low prairie or something. Because there isn't any prairie around here. It's all mountains.
You have to carry your body all the way back.
Right.
Coming down the sucker on a skateboard.
It's got a hole underneath the road, so you can keep moving down.
All their turnouts are full of waves blowing in the wind up there.